And another thing, and reason why I did research because we never hear about like Charles Taze Russell. And when I did look him up, I just want to ask you: do you think Wikipedia is tainted, or is that a reliable source?
It's watered down to some degree. There's some truth to Wikipedia, but they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell the people that Charles Taze Russell was a blood-drinking Mason.
Okay.
You're not going to see that on Wikipedia. That he was a sorcerer and a false prophet that prophesied Christ would come back before he ended up going crazy.
Right.
That's the part of the history we want to bring out.
Right.
The fact he was out of his mind. He was crazy. All right, so what can a Jehovah's Witness tell us? First of all, the witnesses of the Most High in Isaiah 43 and 10 are Israelites. Go to Isaiah 43.
Okay, I gotta get used to these Roman numerals, brother, because I'm used to having the New World's Translation. I just got this King James version, so it'll take me a while.
Well, take your time, brother. It's okay.
Okay, I'm there. Isaiah 40?
43.
43. Okay.
43 and 1. Read that.
It says, "Now thus saith the Lord that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine."
So we're talking about Israel and Jacob, talking about the Israelites, right?
Right.
Down to the 10th verse. Read that.
"You are my witnesses, saith the Lord, and my servant, whom I have chosen, that ye may know. Ye are my witnesses."
Those are the witnesses of the Most High right there. Israelites are witnesses. We are the witnesses. Not no European Mason. So we don't want to hear anything the Jehovah's Witnesses have to talk about. When they come up to us, we let them know, listen, buddy, you need to go down the street with that mess. Take your watchtower and your bags and everything, or you want to be running down the street with stuff flying all up in the air by the time we finish with you. Because y'all don't know this Bible. Y'all be reading watchtowers. Okay?
Okay. And my last question is, like I said, where do you do your street speaking? Because I'm in Philadelphia sometimes, and I like to hear you guys talk.
Okay. We do our street speakings at usually 9th and Market.
Okay.
Okay, right in front of the gallery.
All right.
Okay?
All right, thank you, brother. Hope to hear from you again soon.
Well, I hope to hear from you, brother. You have our phone number?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now you understand what they're teaching is a bunch of lies based on this conversation, right?
Based on this conversation, yeah, I'm getting there, bro. I'm just sorting through things, that's all. But most of the things that I learned from you, like I'll go to an elder. Like I had an elder at my house, this white brother, a couple of months ago, and I ran him out of here. He didn't even come back. I haven't seen him since, especially with the name of the true name of God. He couldn't answer it, and I showed him inside one of the books that he had, and he didn't even know about the name. So, I'm just I'm just searching. That's all, brother.
Well, since you're searching and you realize they're dealing with a bunch of wickedness, what is it that the Jehovah's Witnesses what are they dealing with that make you still cleave to that religion? Well,
I was born into it. And, I grew up in a little town called Lakewood, New Jersey. A lot of big cities, they get attention for a high crime rate, but they don't know, like a lot of little cities and little towns around the area, there's also a lot of crime, a lot of drugs and everything too. And I grew up with the 5%ers, but I stuck to the Bible that I was taught, and you know what I'm saying, and it got me through a lot of nonsense that I didn't have to deal with. So, I do have a little bit of knowledge about the Bible, so that's why I always took hold of it.
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, excuse me?
Sound and clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'll ask you a direct question. Don't go into all that other stuff.
Okay.
Asking is, if you realize that what they're teaching is a bunch of madness, and you proved it yourself, what spirit keep you cleaving to that religion?
Because It's the only thing that I ever knew.
Witchcraft. You're under a spell. The Most High is breaking it. It's deep when you know something is a lie and you still hold on to it. That's something for you, brother, to think about.
Okay, I will do that.
And you still, what, you looking for the lie to change into truth?
No, I'm just, like the things that they were saying about Armageddon and the Great Tribulation and the things that were going to happen to America. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I knew this country was going to fall. So it was some truth to it. But I'm just...
You can't deceive the people unless you bring them some truth.
Mm-hmm.
If the name they're calling on is Satan himself, you even said that you broke down a name and the dude haven't been back yet.
Right.
There's no lie of the truth, brother. You can have the truth and nothing but the truth. Not the truth sprinkled with some lies and say, okay, I'm there for the truth that's there. Walk away, brother. The Jehovah's Witnesses, if they don't come out of that mess, they're going to the same hell they claim does not exist. And that's a whole other topic. So, brother, are you listening through the telephone or the computer?
I'm listening to the telephone, but you can click me off and I'll just call back and listen, that's all.
Well, bless you, brother, and we with you. You are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You don't need no witnesses. You are the witness. You are the witnesses. You don't need no Jehovah's Witnesses. Charles Taze, Russell, and all that. You need to flush all that mess down the toilet. All religion was put here to enslave the mindsets of the children of Israel. That's what it's here for. Only how people are spread into all these different religions. Come out of her, my people. That's what the Most High is saying. First you must come out of her religiously, then physically. Shalom.
Okay, shalom.
Bless you. And I want to say this. Pharmacy or sorcery is not just on a physical level with pills. It's on a mental level. Sorcery, witchcraft. Religion is sorcery. It talks about it in Revelation 17 when it says that whore sit on many waters and have that wine in her cup that made all people drunk with the wine of her fornication. That's sorcery. If you're in religion, you've been sipping on that cup. We have someone from the 313 area code. This is Ricard Shaw from the Gathering of Christ. How are you doing this evening?
I'm all right.
Shalom, sister. Talk to us this evening.
About the medication thing. I was wondering, like, I'm a female. We get cramps or whatever. So I'm like, what are we supposed to do?
Well, sister, that's different if you're taking a little medication for pain and all that.
I hate taking pills. I really don't like I don't like the smell of them. But sometimes when I get cramps, I take them. So.
Well, sister, there is certain herbs and teas you can use for those times of months and things like that, for headaches and all that. Usually if you have a headache, the best remedy for headaches is water. That's your body, that's your mind telling you that you're dehydrated.
Okay.
But we're talking about medication to suppress demons. Like some people take medications for depression.
Right.
And all that. That's wicked.
Yeah.
Evil.
Oh.
That's sorcery. Look at Michael Jackson.
Yes, right.
Okay? This dude was out. And I want to defend Mike, but come on, man. I can't do it anymore. This dude was tripping.
Yeah.
All right? He was tripping. We want to defend him because we grew up with him.
Right.
But the Mike we grew up with haven't existed for a long time.
Yeah.
So we're talking about your parents taking you to a doctor or something and saying that you need medication for mental issues. You don't need medication. You need the Most High. You need prayer. You need elders to come and pray the spirit out of you under those circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else to say, sister?
about I'm gonna listen to your show next week about the whole, homosexuals running the country because here in Detroit, if anybody has ever heard of Charles Pugh, he's running for city council. So,
they doing all types of freakisms all up in court, every place else. Behind the chambers, I don't even want to think about it. But next week, the show Homosexual Invasion. You want to be there for this show. Men are being invaded. Are you listening to the telephone? They're being You listening through the computer too?
No.
Okay, sister, we're going to put you in the back, okay?
All right.
All right, bless you.
All right, bless you.
Okay? And we're going to call the show Homosexual Invasion because they're everywhere. It seems that at one point there was all straight people at one point, with a few gay people just sprinkled in. You may have one gay guy that's just trying to act tough, it used to be that way. Okay, there's one gay guy in the school, and everyone knew who he was, and he knew he better act. You better act like a dude around us. Not now. Okay, we've been invaded. And it's time for us to stand up as men of the Most High and point this out. We have someone from the 773 area code. This is Ricard Shaw from the Gathering of Christ Church. How are you doing this evening?
Shalom, brother. This is Brother Maloney from Kansas.
Mr. Maloney, how are you this evening?
Oh, pretty good. I just wanted to make a statement. I'm glad you brought that up. I've been talking about this to my mom and the people around me that know me, that I always speak against the medications and stuff that they've been putting out. I've seen this 5-6 years ago when first of all, when I got on the fire department, I would go into the locker room, I'd just see the lockers full of medicines and meds, and I bowed to myself. I said, I'm never going to be on all those medications because I seem like the older people that would retire would be on 5 or 6 meds, and then their retirement would have to go strictly to meds just to maintain their health. And that's what had brought me into exercise and fitness and working out and just looking for alternative methods because they're making too much money. They're just tricking folks. They put the commercials up on TV and tell you what drugs to ask for when you go to the doctor. It's just out of control. And I've always been a sick person, when it comes to just catching common colds and stuff. And I'm just, I always know there's a natural home remedy, a natural herbal way to just combat these types of little colds and stuff. One more thing. Where did you get your information for the vaccines?
You can go to our new site, 144, on YouTube. Type that in. Go to our new site for the Gathering of Christ Church, and you'll see one of our favorites, and we subscribe to them. It's it's some type of American news, and it's in our favorites too. And they have a lot of clips giving you up-to-date information on the news the country should be talking about.
Okay.
Facts with references. Okay? And I put it up as a favorite so everyone can go there. All right? Because, hey, brother, they're gonna make this thing mandatory. And those vaccines will be the guarantee that you cannot leave this country, because no other country is going to accept you, because you bring in when you inoculated or vaccinated, they'll tell you that they're shooting the disease in you.
Mm. Yeah,
that's the actual disease in you, and it's allowing your body to fight against it.
Right. I always seen that was kind of backwards. They would take last year's flu, mix it in with a batch, stick it in there just to help your immune system to try to fight against it. But I said no, because
no, we don't need that. I'll tell you what. Let my body fight against it if it comes on me naturally.
Exactly. One more question as far as when
I want to
Africa.
I want to codes real quick, because it's something in insurance circles that they're not telling people.